I am finally cutting out my extensions. And the reason I'm doing this is they're getting kind of old, they're getting kind of tired, and I really only wanted to extend my locks until my hair was long enough to leave by itself. And I think I'm finally at that point. So my shortest top layer is about to here, and my longest ones about to here. So it'll look like a layered style once they're all out. And so I wanted to just show you that process. And we've talked before, if you follow me, about the way my loctician installed my extensions. She ran my hair through the center of the extension and then kind of poked it through and then crocheted it. They are good and sturdy. They are not going anywhere. So that's not why I'm removing them. I'm not removing them because they're falling out. I'm removing them because they're starting to look really tired. And I'm about 17 months in now, so year, 5 months, almost a year and a half. And still, those hairs that she pulled through are still there, poking through. They never did lock into the extension. They stayed just poking through, even though she crocheted them in, even though I have repeatedly crocheted them in. They just don't want to do it. And you can see the ones that I've removed. My hair is silky, silky soft. Going a year and a half with no conditioner, those ends, those, brushed ends are silky soft. And that's just the nature of my hair. Go me. If my hair was long and unlocked, that would be wonderful, right? And, I used to wear my hair long and unlocked, and the problem that I had with it is it's very, very flat on top, and I don't like that style. It took a lot of work to, add volume to the top of my head. When you're a little bit overweight and you've got puffy cheeks, you need the volume on top. And us older ladies, that's just one of our things for most of us, is we don't like the flat hair. I was a teenager in the big hair 80s, so yeah, that's just not going to do it for me. So it literally took me hours to fix my hair, spray it stiff, and then, a couple hours later, it fell because it's silky, silky soft, right? So I'm going to just show you the process of what's involved. So, as you can see here, see all those sticking out? Yeah. And, it's gotten old, a year and a half of putting up with that nonsense and trying to camouflage it. I could pull them in, and that kind of hit them a little bit, and I would swirl them, rub them, and that kind of hid them a little bit, but they never stayed. So, what I do is I go to the point where I know, okay, that's my hair. It's the, that's how long my hair is going to be. So I'm going to go below that. I'm going to snip, and I'm going to snip at kind of an angle so that if any of my actual hair is all the way to the end, I want that angled so that I'll have a nice bottle brush look to it as that comes out, right? And then you've got to have a really good comb, and I still use this lice comb. This is what I created my extensions with, combing. And if you can see that where I've pulled one tine up and out, away, and the reason I've done that is so that that will hook in there and pull that out. And I'll kind of do that this way so that you can see, okay? And just kind of brush all the way from the bottom, take that little hook and pull out. That kind of loosens it. And it's going to take a really long time to do this. I'm not going to film the whole entire thing because you would never stay to watch all that, okay? So you just brush, 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 right? And then you can feel where your extension starts, okay? And for me, that's right there. Take that top hook, put it down in there, and gently pry apart, okay? Don't rip it. You don't want to lose hair. The whole point of doing this is to save that hair, to salvage that hair. So just kind of pull it in there and loosen that up, okay? And go all the way down to your end. And where it's locked up real tight, that's going to help loosen that, okay? And then go from the bottom. And then what I end up doing, I'll show you one over here, is once you get those all nice and loose, you'll be able to take and just pull out those extension hairs like this. Okay, there's one. Because you've loosened it all up where it was attached up here. And if you see this little string, that's my marker, and I've talked about that on one of my other videos. So basically in my first year, that's how much growth I had from my first lock point to there. So I had that much growth. And then just since October, I've had this much growth because in October on my 1-year anniversary, I put this string all the way to my scalp. So I've actually grown enough in 5 months for basically what I grew in 1 year. So the biotin and eating right and taking my vitamins and all that, it's really working. My hair is growing really, really fast. So you just keep working on that. And then this is one that I've just taken out, and you'll see it is really, really frizzy, right? Because that's all just been brushed out, and all of this was in the middle of that extension. So all you do, and I'm doing this with a glass instead of under the sink, normally I just run it under the sink, is wet it really good, swirl it around in your water, wring it out. What I do is swirl it around my finger, and what that does is removes all the excess water, and it's going to give me a little bit of a curl. And there you have it. That's what it looks like. So there you go. So that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a little at a time, 2, 3, 4 each day, because I've got 84 locks, maybe 85, depending on whether I counted right. It's going to take a while. So I've been doing them slowly so my hands don't get too tired, my back doesn't get too tired, my arms and all that. And I just do a few each day, and I started at the top and I work my way down so that it just looks like I've got layers through here. And then I've done some, you know, underneath here as well. So I don't look a mess in the meantime. I'm not going to do this all in one day. So I've still got some length. I can still play with it. I can still, you know, fix it, whatever, as I'm working on it to remove them. Okay? So I hope this helps you if you've decided that you're ready to finally lose the extensions and have your natural locks, just like I am. Have a great day, guys.